Dancing on the
Hi, Chris McPhail from 3 Point Real Estate here, reaching out. Thanks for giving us a few minutes. We're at Clubhouse 56 in East Sacramento, and this is a good friend of mine, Colin Smith, with the law offices of Colin T. Smith. We're getting ready for our service club meeting. We're both participants with the Active 2030 Club of Sacramento. But before our meeting gets started, I had ran a business question by Colin, a real estate related thing that I thought might be up his alley. But beforehand, before I get to the question, Colin, what kind of law do you practice? What are you doing?
So my firm does all aspects of estate planning. So basically anything that goes through probate court. So we do planning for estates and also the post-death administration of estates. With estate planning comes a lot of real estate issues as well.
I remember talking to you one time, and I was asking you what you do in court, and you were saying you wouldn't believe how many of these deals go to court because people didn't have proper estate planning set up. Am I remembering that correctly?
You're absolutely right. So people generally have heard the term probate before. Probate is the court proceeding to administer an estate when somebody passes away. Probate takes about a year. It's very expensive. And you're subject to probate in California if you meet one of two thresholds. The first one is assets over $150,000 in your name when you die. The other one is ownership of real estate. So if people own a home, you're going to go through probate. So basically, if your name is on title to real estate, you're going to go through probate.
So the question that I ran by Colin was one a client asked me a couple days ago. She said, Chris, I may need your help. I have a rental property that my husband and I have had in a trust for years. My husband just died. I'm wondering if I should sell or what I should do with this property. And she had a question for me that was pertaining to a step up in basis and how that affected capital gains, and was there a property tax issue? So before I responded to her, I wanted to make sure that we checked in with an expert. So I ran that question by Colin just now.
So, generally speaking, so all assets in California that are community property get a full step up in basis to the fair market value at the time of death of the first spouse. Okay. So if you have a rental property that you're depreciating, your cost basis is going down on the depreciation schedule. When that spouse dies, you get a step up though to the then fair market value of the property. So for example, you buy a rental for $300,000, you depreciate it down to $150,000, the fair market value is $400,000 when the first spouse dies. If it's community property, you get a step up in basis to that $400,000 value.
So if the basis is now $400,000 and they sell it right then, they could avoid theoretically a very large amount of the capital gains they would have otherwise been having to pay. Is that
absolutely?
Okay.
So you basically walk on the sale with all the net sales proceeds because you got to step up in basis to that.
Now, does that, what you just described, does that impact at all the property being reassessed for value as it pertains to property taxes, your county property taxes?
It's a great question. So property tax reassessment, there's a number of exclusions from property tax. Any transfers between spouses is a non-assessable event. Okay. So a death of a spouse will not increase the property taxes. More importantly, and also, a lot of people don't understand, transfers to children do not are not subject to limitations on the value of the properties. Sure. But generally speaking, if you pass away and you leave your house to your kids and your kids want to keep that house, the property tax base stays the same.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Colin, we're going to cut this short, but that was great information. Thank you for giving us a $10,000 answer to a simple question. Hey, Colin, how can somebody reach out to you if they want to get in touch and
so if somebody wanted to get in touch with me, my phone number 916-563-7140. My email address, colin@colintsmithlaw.com, and my website, www.colintsmithlaw.com.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colin. You guys know me, Chris McPhail, 3 Point Real Estate. Hope to hear from you soon.